Hey guys, it's Gus.
And Carlos from Hardware Unplugged.
And today's topic is going to be about why you should switch your mouse pad before actually getting a new mouse. We feel like switching your mouse pad has a bigger impact than actually switching your mouse. So we're going to go into details on why that is. So before we get started, please make sure to hit that like button to show support. And if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe. That being said,
let's begin.
Alright, so I feel like this is a very controversial topic because I have not, and I say controversial because I have not seen anybody mention this before, and I don't know if we're gonna get a lot of hate or not. The topic today is gonna be why we feel you need to switch your mouse pad before switching your mouse, right? So I feel like switching your mouse pad in some instances will have a bigger performance than you going on spending, let's say, $150 on like the latest mouse out there.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a perfect example of this. I was playing Kovacs, right? I was trying to beat my top Frenzy score of 119, and I kept playing with all kinds of mice and all kinds of mouse pads. With all kinds of mice, right? But it wasn't until I started switching mouse pads that I noticed a bigger difference, right, in performance. And I went to my mousepad company mousepad of other mousepads, and I actually ended up beating my score with that mousepad, right? So for sure, mousepads, they impact performance just as good. Mousepads are just as important as a good mouse, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. How do you feel about this? Because I feel like switching mousepad for sure for me. Like I could have let's say like the Rocket, right? I use a Rocket, and I could I could perform well with the Rocket. It's like my top performing mouse. But whenever I switch mousepads, I perform even better sometimes with it, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like a mousepad goes in hand with the selection of your mouse, right? Depending on what your playstyle is.
Yes.
But yeah.
100%. So a perfect example is actually with the mousepads that we have here. So I have 2 mousepads here, well 3 mousepads, and I've tried all these on stream. Shameless plug, Twitch TV/unplug the silos. How do you call it? And so I've used all of these on stream, right? And I've used the regular cheaper wireless, not that one, but I've used like the cheaper wireless with some core pads, right?
Core pads,
Okay, so out of all these 3 mouse pads, I played extremely well with this one. Okay, remember, same mouse, right? On stream. So like nobody can even say that I'm like lying on this. Okay, Game Sense Radar, it's a good slow pad.
Yes. Good
control slow pad. I like it for for what it is, pricing right, and the size right,
durability
and everything.
Stuff,
Durability. It's a good pad. Okay, I just couldn't perform as well as it did when I got the pure check, because I tried this one before this one. Okay, so this one I'll get like 2K damage. You know what I mean? I'll get like 3K. You know what I mean? Like every now and then. But when I got this one here, when I got specifically this one here, and I tried it for the first day, and all throughout the whole week and like 2 weeks and a half, 3K, 2.7, 10 plus kills, kills. My tracking and flicking was just so well balanced with this. When I used this one was good too. But this one was a little too fast for me. Same thing as the Game Sense Radar. I'll get my 10 kills. I'll get my 3K. Here and there. But I've noticed when I use this one here, I was so consistent and performing so well with the exact same mouse, by the way. Exact same mouse. Okay. The only difference is that I switched the mouse pad. Hey, I even used the pulse fire haste on all 3 of these, and it was the same result. Same result. I performed way better with this one. And now, just because I like this mouse pad a lot doesn't mean that you guys are gonna like it a lot either.
Exactly.
And this is the whole topic of the video.
Exactly. I was gonna tell you. So now that you found that this is like your best foreign mouse pad, do you feel like this is the best mouse pad, and everyone should go out there and get it?
Obviously not. No, we're definitely not saying that. But if this mousepad, like if you go to our review, and if you think this mousepad is something up your alley, I'd say give it a try. Same thing as all these other mousepads, right? If how we describe this mousepad, and if it's something that you think it's definitely like up your alley, definitely give it a try. Don't go out and buy another $90, $120 wired mouse. God, for the love of God, don't do that. Don't get another extremely small mouse just because you see us talking about it, and it's like, oh my God, you know what I mean, like. You know what I mean? Like, we played really well with that extremely small mouse. No. I feel like most mice nowadays, have pretty good hardware, have pretty good stock speed, have pretty good stock cables. You know what I mean? Most mice that you buy right now, you get used to the shape and you can play fairly well with them. You know, they're actually pretty good. Most, you know, and I do say most because there's some that are pretty bad out there. But when you find a mouse that you are okay with, I really feel like sitting with the mouse pad is definitely gonna get you, you know, to that level.
Exactly, because I feel like if you've been buying mice all this time or all these months or throughout the year, whatever, but you still have the same 4-year-old mouse pad, dude, you're seriously holding yourself back. And I feel like if you just spend $30 on any of these 3 mouse pads up here, you'll have a better time than the crappy mouse pad you have. Now, you may at first be like, oh, this mouse pad's it's too slow or it's too fast or whatever, but you just haven't gotten used to it. You've been using the same mouse pad for 4 years. Of course, you're gonna prefer that slow, the dirty thing, right? So what we recommend is, if you're gonna get a new mouse pad, go get a mouse pad that's up your style. If you just had a QCK or 1 mouse pad or 2 mouse pads, you don't know whether you're a fast player. If you don't know whether you're somebody that likes a fast mouse pad or slow mouse pad, look into these mouse pads. This is like on your slow side of thing. This is more like a
slow control.
Yeah, like a Gigantes V2, right?
Yeah.
This is like on your
well balanced,
mid down the middle, right? Smooth. And this is like super fast, right? This is for your speed demons out there. Now, I feel like these 3 pads up here, I feel like give them a shot if you don't know what you want. And particularly this one I feel like it's down the middle. This one, I can recommend this one and Auto Control Plus. But this one, I kind of recommend this one because it's a little cheaper, right? And it's easier to get from Pure Track, right? They're because sometimes Lethal Gaming and they go out of stock from their stock and stuff like that, right? So yeah, this one's pretty good. I feel like for $27 for the price, I feel like it's down the middle and the performance, it's pretty good. I mean, I didn't have any issue with it. It does not get affected by humidity either. But yeah,
just a tad bit.
Just a little bit.
You know, it does, but just
nowhere near as much as all these popular gamer brands. But yeah. So I feel like this mouse pad is down the middle. I feel like this one's good. If you already know, if you want something fast, then I will recommend the MP050. If you want something slow, like a QCK or Gigantes V2, then get the games.
Because I mean, like, truth be told, we see a lot of people, you know, finding their, you know, like, their new mouse, you know what I mean? Oh, guys, you know, I'm making this new mouse now. I'm making this new mouse now. And it seems like a lot of people are really wasting a lot of money and time, because one thing I feel like we take into consideration that a lot of other people don't. And this is just truth be told. We always get price in mind. I don't care what anyone else says. Oh, but we don't really care about price. Well, we do. We do. Okay. We do a lot. You know. And we take that, you know, into like consideration going into mouse reviews and mouse reviews, and we've gotten hate for it too, honestly. And I don't know why. I mean, dude, I'm just saying like the truth. We have gotten hate for, you know, putting, you know, like our input, you know, like on price. It is what it is, but I really don't care. I'm still gonna always take price, you know, into a consideration. Because
you want to push those manufacturers to do better. You know what I mean? You want to give us give us our money's worth. You know what I mean? That's what we want. So So I think when you take into consideration price and what you're getting, you know, you see all these mice, you know, wired mice being 70, you know, and up, wireless mice being 150 and up, you know. I think most mice are pretty good where they're at right now. Wire or wireless, right? Whatever you have. But now I think it's time for you to really check out mouse pads. And if you were able to afford a $60 mouse, you know, able to afford a $150 wireless mouse, you could definitely afford a $30 mouse that's gonna help you improve even more. So. Exactly. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Let us know what you think down below. Do you agree with this topic? So this is Gus
and Carlos from Hardware Unplugged,
and we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.